All right, so let's talk about covering. Let's see here. What I'm going to be doing for covering is bi-weave tape over the entire thing. I'm going to then paint it and then cover it with 5 mil laminate. Now, I like to use Super 77 first. I'm going to take this outside. I'm going to do top and bottom. Wait until it is not sticky or tacky at all. You don't want to put this down on a work surface and get just junk stuck to it or have it glued down. Also, again, another warning about glue. Just because my Super 77 works fine for me, don't assume it works fine for you. You need to be very careful with this. You need to test your spray adhesive on a piece of scrap foam, one of the beds that you don't need anymore. Try it at different distances, because at different distances, some of the solvents inside could get on the foam or not. You just play around with different things. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to start laying down this bi-weave tape. You could also use just the single direction if you wanted, but make sure it's going across the wing to help with, wing loads and bending. But I would recommend the bi-weave tape. And I'm just going to overlap it just a little bit, like 1/8 of an inch or so. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then there's something that I do when I get to these weird kind of leading edges. I'll leave quite a lot, and I'll come back and you'll see me in the time lapse. I'll trim, a couple inches like this, and I'll wrap that around, and then I'll also do that when I do the bottom, and then you'll have like a double layer of this stuff on the leading edge. That combined with the spars top and bottom, and then that 5 mil laminate that really, shrinks down, tightens up. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've had ridiculously hard landings. I have been going full speed, as fast as I can, hit another plane in the air. We came to a dead stop and fell to the ground, and then picked it up, and I was trying to find where I had hit. Actually, the one part that got damaged on that plane was in the very back. One of the ailerons just got kind of cracked right there, because I think as it came to a stop, anyways, I'm just trying to say that it may seem like you're putting a lot of weight on here, and I'm sure if you wanted to build it lighter, you could, but I've been doing it this way on power planes and slope planes now for close to 6 or 7 years, and this is since I can't get EPP, this is like the closest thing to making a plane that can take a hit, pick it back up, and throw it in the air. Now, you don't have to paint. You could use other things. I like doing paint, but obviously paint does not stick to this very well. And I'll probably stop and talk about it when we get to that step too. But once I get the whole thing covered top and bottom with bi-weave tape, I'm going to take some acetone and paper towels, and I'm going with the tape, not against it. You don't want to peel that tape up and get acetone underneath the tape. With the tape, paper towel, acetone, probably change the paper towels a few times, keep it wet. We're going to get all of this release agent off the top, because that is what allows you to pull the tape off of itself in the first place. That's what makes it not stick. Great for pulling it off here, but we want the paint, or if you're going straight to laminate, we want that to stick down really good. So acetone first. Then I'm going to come with like a medium grit, maybe high grit sandpaper. I'm going to sand meticulously, go over every spot, because it's going to have kind of a hard time sticking to this. You want to give it a good surface, and you want to sand after. You don't want to sand first. You can sand that release agent down into the film. So remove release agent, sand really well over the whole thing, clean it off, air blast it, whatever, and then paint. Now the paints can really matter. I've tried house paints on top of this on my big 8-foot jet. Does not like it. It just kind of like pools up. And then you go to like some Krylon for plastics and it just sticks down amazingly well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Then when we come over with the laminate, you'll be surprised. I'll have my iron 75%. It will be hot because we want to get the laminate stuck down. We want to heat up this so it activates down on top of the Super 77. And this thing will tighten up like a drum, and you will be amazed that this will not even like be bending at all. It's pretty nuts.